building discipline into your life. Welcome to the Hopefulist with me, Wendy McClure. This is where we turn those nasty, negative thoughts into positive and work toward a happy, fulfilled life. Now, let's get started. Thank you for joining me today on the Hopefulist. I'm so happy to have you here. The quote of the day today goes like this: allow yourself to be pulled by your heart instead of pushing your way through a thick fog of shoulds. So often we discredit the things that come naturally because we've bought into the idea that success needs to be difficult, or that if something comes easily to us, it must come easily to everyone, and therefore isn't worth pursuing in any serious sort of way. I have been guilty of that. I tend to think that everybody knows and has the same level of interest or know-how or expertise in all of the things that I do. And that's not really true at all. So instead of saying, I should have a 9-to-5 job because that's how it's done, say, I have this great idea for a new business and I'm going to go all in. Obviously, you need a plan. But stop waiting for your life to start after retirement. That is what I urge of you each and every day. Don't wait for happiness to come. Create it now. All this month, we've been talking about living with intention. We all want better habits and have more discipline in our lives. We say there are things we want to adopt into our daily lives, but after we keep trying for a little while, we give up because, it becomes hard. We find excuses. We rationalize why it's better if we don't keep up with it. This is all coming from your brain, who likes the same old. Your brain feels safest when it knows what is coming. And you can't fool your brain. Even if the new habit you are undertaking doesn't mean immediate change, the brain sees where you're going. It knows what you have in mind and what's coming up on the horizon, and it will try to stop you. And it may have in the past. It may have stopped you in the past, but no more. You are learning and improving and knowing yourself, your triggers and obstacles much better than ever before. And as Maya Angelou says, when we know better, we do better. When it comes to living with intention, you are likely in a place where you know what has worked for you and what hasn't. So take that information and formulate a new plan. Now that you know better, you know you can do better. So what is your goal? What is the intention you are starting with each day? To lose weight, improve health, start working out, getting more organized, getting that project done at work, striving for that promotion, getting that side hustle started, getting to a 4.0 skill level in pickleball. That's probably just me. Whatever it is, remember what has stood in your way in the past and how you can avoid that or overcome that in the future. When living with intention and taking on new habits, try not to do too much at once. That will most certainly set you up for failure. I already explained how your brain tries to keep you exactly where you are. So taking on anything new is challenging, but taking on a whole slew of new habits will completely overwhelm you. Take your time. Pick the most important first. Work on that. And when you feel that is ingrained into your life, tack on another new habit. Always keep in mind that going slow is so much better than fast and failure. Even if it takes you a year longer than you plan, that's still faster than constantly starting and stopping. I'm going to say this, and I want you to listen up. Don't rush something you want to last forever. Don't rush something you want to last forever. I just love that statement. We are a society of instant gratification. But we know on a logical level that isn't typically possible. Even with those weight loss commercials that you see when someone who did lose a lot of weight fast, have you noticed that in the bottom corner it says results not typical? That's right. Because it's not easy and it won't happen overnight. We all need to lower our expectations and take one day at a time as much as we want to speed things up. It's also about enjoying the process. Find a process that works for you, that's going to ease you into this transition in your life and make it more enjoyable. Make it a better way of life than your old one. And that will help with the transition. Another huge thing that will help you live more with intention and build more discipline into your lives: accountability. Yeah, that's right. Accountability. You need someone or something to make sure you are doing the things you say you are going to do. In addition to keeping those promises you make to yourself, you will have to prove to someone else that you have done that as well. This is when a good friend comes in handy. One that will not let you off the hook when you fall off track. Someone that will scold you kindly and tell you, get off your butt and get moving. A group can be another way to keep you accountable. Find a group of like-minded people inspired to bringing more discipline into their lives and cheer each other on. There's a million groups out there. You need encouragement. You need to feel empowered. You need someone to believe in you when you can't find the strength to do it in the moment. I'm going to say this again. You can never shame your way to success. So I'm going to use those words again. You need encouragement. You need to feel empowered. You need someone to believe in you. A coach or a trainer is another way to make this so much more powerful. This is why people who hire a personal trainer are so much more successful than those who go to the gym on their own. Not only do you have someone to hold you accountable, but someone who will cheer you on, lift you up, and celebrate you all along the way. They also have the knowledge to help you around obstacles that come up and may see stopping blocks before you do, so you can avoid them altogether. If not, then how to get around them. If you are serious about making a particular change, find someone to hold you accountable to what you say you are going to do. Someone who will be committed to checking in with you and making sure you are on track. In fact, I can actually be that person for you if you are interested in doing personal positivity training. It's all part of the 5 pillars of being a hopefulist. And I would love to be the one to help guide you toward making the life of your dreams come true. It doesn't have to be me. It can be anyone that will be committed to the process. But please figure out the most important goal and start there. What has worked? What has not worked? How can you try again now, knowing better, and go from there? You can totally do this. I know you can. I believe you can do anything you set your mind to if you have the proper plan and support system and you believe in yourself. Now, get to it. If you would like to know more about personal positivity training, please contact me for a free call to see if working together is something that would be beneficial to you, to see how much more happiness you can increase in your life, how you can start living the life that you design exactly for yourself, to wake up every day being excited about what is to come. You can check out hopefulist.com/training or shoot me an email at thehopefulist1@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you and figure out how we get you to living the exact life you design. Now, I want you to go on out there and be badass this week. As always, I am right here cheering you on. Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist. Now, don't you feel good? Make sure you come back next week. See you then.